devotees for today's Bhagavath Katha. Namo Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Samiti Namini. Namo Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Samiti Namini. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, you can sit in the Bhagavad class and also you can have darshan. Please sit down. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I also express all my gratitude and make many prayers to Srila Prabhupada for having given all of us a golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All glory to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radharani Gopinath. Please tell loudly, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Please tell loudly, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Hare Krishna, we are in the Bhagavath Katha, first canto, first chapter, sixth chapter, verse 20. I shall repeat the verse 3 times slowly. Please tell along with me, and thereafter I shall do the narration. Evam etantam vijane ma ahavocharo giram gambira Saksanya vacha suchaha rasamanyan iva evam etantam vijane ma ahagocharo giram gambira saksanya vacha suchaha rasamanyan iva evam etantam vijane ma Ahagocaro giram gambira saksanya vacha suchaha prasamanyan iva evam metantam vidane mam ahagocaro giram gambira saksanya vacha suchaha prasamanyan iva evam. The word meaning of this verse is evam, thus etantam, one who is engaged in attempting vijane in the lonely place, Mam, unto me, Aha, said, Agocharaha, beyond the range of physical sound, Giram, utterances, Gambira, grave, Slakshanya, pleasing to hear, Vacha, words, Suchaha, grief, Prasamayam, mitigating, Iva, life. In this chapter, Narada Maharshi is telling about his memories of his previous birth in the previous creation to Vedas Bhagavan. He said, seeing my attempts in that lonely place, the personality of Godhead, who is transcendent to all mundane description, spoke to me with gravity and pleasing words just to mitigate my grief. In the previous two verses, Narada Maharshi, he has seen his own soul. He has had self-realization. He has seen soul, as well also had the darshan of the supreme soul. See the supreme soul. And later again, the other verse, previous verse said he was sad because the God disappeared from his appearance and he could not see anymore. But at the time of appearance, when he was with Narada Maharshi, he was speaking with all gravity and pleasing words. Not harsh words, it's a pleasing word, he was just to mitigate his grief, because he wanted to see the God again and again, repeatedly. And one can see God only the blessings of God, not just because we decided God will appear before us. That will never happen. We should do our devotional service to Him. If God is pleased, He will definitely bless us. Not only avoiding our desires, but also be present before us. In the Vedas, that God is beyond the approach of mundane words and intelligence. In this mundane world, we can't see Him. Today, we can see Him only in Acharupa. God is having 8 different types of, so it's not avatars, different type of forms. One is as a Paravasudeva in Golaka Vrindavana, as well in the all Vaikunthas, as Paravasudeva is there. He is also known as Krishna. In Vaikuntha, he is known as Mahavishnu, lying on the Adishesha along with Lakshmi Devi, sitting with him. It's like that. And the other one is Vibhavatara. Vibhavatara means appearing on the earth for protection of all of us and killing the evil people. He will be present on the earth. That is like Rama, Vamana, Parashurama, Krishna, doing Dhamma. All these things are Vibhavataras. Vibhavataras. Now in the Paravasudeva we can't see him because he is somewhere, it is beyond 25% of this space. 75% is Sri Golaka Vrindana, where he is there along with Radharani. And in this 25% of the universe, so in all Vaikunthas is there as Mahavishnu, but we can't see. It's not within our vision. Whereas Vibhavataras, Rama, Vamana, Varaha, all these avatars are past times. We can't go into the past times. So we can't be Vibhavataras. In Kali Yuga, he is available in 4 different forms again. One is Archavatara. Archavatara means Vigraha Rupa. Vigraha Rupa, we think it is made of mud or metal or some other glass item or something. But it's not there. When we make the idols, the deities, I don't say idols. Idols means which are fixed on the roads as statues. This is a deity. In deity is installed here by chanting auspicious mantras. So, being in this three form also, you can understand everything. He can understand everything and we can see him. And the other avatara is Grantha avatara in the form of scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam is there. And one more avatara is Dhvani avatara. Dhvani avatara means like now I am telling the Bhagavatam, here I am telling about the God. So in the form of this also you can see him. He is also there as Sarvavyapi. We can't see Sarvavyapi like Paravasudeva, Vibhavavataras. Even Sarvavyapi when he spread all over, see Prahalada could tell that God is there in that pillar. Whereas Hiranyakashipu he could not see, he has broken the wall and God has come out as Narsinga Avatara. But he can't see him. Even if we break, we can't see today. And there is another, this thing is Antaryami. He is also within every living being, not just human being. He is there within every living being. That also we cannot see. So the only thing what we can see is Vigraha Rupa, Archavatara. It is called as deity. And that one we can see, we can hear about God in Dhvani Rupa. And also you can see in the form of scripture like Mahabharata, Vedas, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, like that. So that's the reason for he is beyond the approach in the present mundane world. We cannot see the God directly. And before birth, when we are in the mother's womb, when she crosses 5 months pregnancy, right from 5 months pregnancy till the time of delivery, we will be remembering all our births. Earlier we have taken like Narada Maharshi. Narada Maharshi in the present incarnation remembers. Whereas we remember previous birth in the womb of the mother, as well as we straight directly see the God. And also we have spoken to God within the mother's womb. But don't remember after we are delivered. So, and yet by His causeless mercy, one can have suitable senses to hear Him or to speak to Him. In the dream we might see, sometimes in the dream, whatever it takes place in the dream, it happens to be real. During Ramayana period, Trijata, the Rakshasi Daman, he had seen Rama and Lakshmana coming in a Vimana to Lanka and taking back Sita Mata. And also she has seen the dream of being killed along with all the entire family, all his ministers, all his army, everybody was killed. Like that she had a dream that she narrated to the Sita Mata also when she is still in the Ashokavana under the tree of Ravana. This dream, it took place early morning. Generally, whenever we are in the deep sleep, between 2:30 and 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whatever dreams it comes, it will happen really. But it may not happen the same day or same time, it might happen a little later. But it is going to definitely happen. It is illustrated in Ramana clearly. That is what in the day of tomorrow, Ramana, I am going to narrate that event. So here we may be able to speak to God even in this our dreams, Swapna. This is the Lord's inconceivable energy. Lord is having external energy, internal energy, and this type of energy is called inconceivable energy. We cannot see it, we cannot touch it, but we will have that. It is inconceivable. One upon whom His mercy is bestowed can hear Him. Again, this happens only, see, we will be having so many dreams, not just about the God. We will having some all dirty dreams also we will be having. But that is not because of the God's mercy. That's all because of our mundane desires what we have. Mundane desires what we have. Otherwise, really also what happens when we are in deep sleep, generally people tell that we are half dead. Half dead. At that time what happens is the Atma soul, it will leave the body. It will leave the body, it will go away to fulfill its desires, either of the previous birth or the present birth. Whatever unfulfilled desires is there, it goes in search of that one. By the time we wake up, it comes back. Again, that is controlled. See, our Atma, if it leaves our body, it can go and join to some other body. It will never do. Because Pradyumna, see in Goloka Vrindavana, Krishna Paramatma, known as Paravasudeva, he himself formed into 4 forms. That is before creation. Before creation, he formed forms. One is Paravasudeva as Krishna himself. The other one is Aniruddha, Sankarshana and Pradyumna. And also the first jiva, first soul to come out of Krishna itself is Radharani. Radharani as a devotee to him. So this Aniruddha becomes Mahavishnu in all the Vaikunthas. Sankarshana becomes Adishesha in all Vaikunthas, as well as it takes the Shiva form. And Paravasudeva or the Goloka Vrinda Krishna is taking the protection of all the living beings in all the universes. Whereas Pradyumna, I told you, when we are deep sleep, the Atma will go out. That Pradyumna controls for all the Atmas. He will see that particular Atma will go and go back to his own body. He will never interchange with other bodies. It will never happen. Like that, Pradyumna is there to control our Atmas in our bodies when it goes away at the time of dream. So this dream also, talking to God or seeing the God, it will only happen due to the blessings of the God. If His blessing, if He bestows His blessing, then we can hear Him or see Him. The Lord, which is much pleased with Nardamuni, and therefore the necessary strength was invested in so that he could hear the God. Not only hear the God, he has so much of power, just that Narayana mantra, wherever he goes, all planets, all universes, it travels without any help of any rocket or satellite or anything. He moves just, he chants Narayana mantra and he says, I want to go to Indraloka, he will go to Indraloka. You want to go to Vaikuntha, he will go to Vaikuntha. He goes wherever whatever desires he has, he will go up and go appear out there. And he also directly speaks to the God. That is the blessings of the God was given, bestowed on Narada Muni. And therefore the necessary strength was invested in so that he could hear the Lord. It is not, however, possible to others to perceive directly the touch of God during the probationary stage of regulative devotional service. We might become devotees. We will come to the temple or at home itself, wherever we are, there we chant the God's name, we do all our karma as God's names, but still God not bestows that blessing to touch Him or to hear Him. That will not be done. It was the special gift for Narada. When he heard the pleasing words of Lord, the feelings of separation were to some extent mitigated. Because once he has seen the God, but again he disappeared. When he disappeared, he was in a sad mood and he wanted God to reappear. He was trying in many ways to see God, but he could not see. But otherwise, he could hear the God as well as he understood. Like that, he has mitigated that sadness. A devotee in love with God feels always the pangs of separation and is therefore always enwrapped in transcendental ecstasy. See, when in mundane world also, when we are in company with our close friends, it is boys or girls or our own spouse or children, when we miss them, we feel a lot of separation. Somebody dies in the home. At that time also we feel a lot of separation immediately. Though they might be as a patient or they might be numb or dumb, whatever it is. Once they are lost, we feel that I lost this person like that because it was our attachment. Similarly, when we have attachment with God, with full devotion, when we can't see Him or when our desires are not fulfilled, we feel that separation. And always, not only it's not when we desires are not fulfilled, always when you are remembering Him, suddenly if that separation is there, you will not be able to do anything. Therefore, enwrapped in transcendental ecstasy. We shall go to the 21st verse also today. I shall repeat this verse 3 times. Please repeat along with me. Hantasmi Janmani Bhavan Mam Dastum Irhati Avipakva Kasayanam Durdasho Aham Kuyu Ginam Hantasmin Janmani Bhavan Ma Drashtum Irhati Avipakva Kasyanam Durdasho Aham Kuyoginam Hantasmin Janmani Bhavan Mam Drashtum Irhati Avipakva Kasayanam Durdasho Aham Kuyoginam Hantasmin Janmani Bhavan Mam Drashtum Irhati Avipakva Kasayanam Durdasho Aham Kuyoginam. The word-to-word meaning of this word is Hanta, O Narada. Asmin, this Janmani. Asmin means this Janmani, duration of life. Bhavan, yourself. Ma, not. Mam, me, Drashum, to see. Iha, here. Arhati, deserve. Avipakva, immature. Kasayanam, material dirt. Durdashaha, difficult to be seen. Aham, I. Kuyoginam, incomplete in service. This is verse was spoken by the Lord to Narada. He said, O Narada, I regret that during this you will not be able to see me anymore. That means not this creation, previous creation. In the previous creation, he was the maid servant. He was accompanying the mother to workplace where she was working with sages. At that time, just by seeing the sages doing the worship and meditating upon Narada Maharshi doing a name is not given in his previous birth. What name it is there, we do not know. He, that boy maid servant, he got all knowledge about the God and he was devotion of the God. Only once he could see, but he could not see later. So God tells him, you will not be seeing me anymore. Those who are incomplete in service and who are not completely free from all material taints can hardly see me. That is what? That means in the previous birth he was materially attached. Though he was in this thing, worship of God, devotion, which he cultivated from seeing the sages doing it. The personality of Godhead is described in Bhagavath Katha as the pure, most pure, the supreme and absolute truth. The supreme God, he is never attached. See, though he has taken a human form either as Rama or Krishna, he is never bonded by any of these Satvika Guna, Tamasa Guna, Rasa Guna. He is never attached. Though we see Rama and Krishna behave like normal human beings, Rama purely behaved like a normal human being, whereas Krishna at least exhibited his transcendental mystics. What they taught is he is a magician, they taught everybody, but he exhibited all his transcendental power. And though he exhibited all those things, and he was as a human, in the human form, he used to take food like us, he used to sleep like us, but he was never attached to any of them. He was never attached to any of them. There is no trace of tinge of materially in his person. We can't see even if something dirt sticks to the cloth, we can see the dirt on the cloth. Like that, even our body, whether out of how we behave, out of our behavior, seeing of behavior, we can say we have Satvika Guna, Rasa Guna, Tamasa Guna. When you have anger, when you want to lose somebody, when you want to steal somebody's wealth, that is all Tamasa Guna. By seeing that Guna, you can say this person is Tamasi. Just by hard working and everybody just sitting before the movie or having food, that is the Rajasic Guna. Again, Satvik Guna also we need to have food. Whether it is Satvik, Tamasa or anything, as a living being, any creature, not only human being, every creature we need to have food. So having food is not wrong. But again, limitedly what is required by the body for its protection to gain strength to do our karma, that is sufficient. But other than that, because we feel it's very tasty and relishing that taste, we want to have not 100%, we have 200% overeaten. That is all Rajasic Guna. Satvik Guna is we take limited food at limited appropriate time we take. Rajasic, what happens? Whatever you find there, we just take and have it. Whereas Satvika people, they first, after it is prepared in the kitchen, it is offered to the God and it is taken as a prasadam only. It is taken as prasadam only. So, like that, beginning of the devotion starts from the point when he is, the beginning of devotion service starts from the point when he is freed from at least two forms of material modes. That is, two material modes. Satvika Guna should be there. We need to practice that one. Otherwise, we should renunciate the Rajasic and Tamasic qualities. We should leave that one. In every individual, all the three Gunas are there. All the three Gunas are there. One will be dominating. Whichever is dominating, that will be our behavior. So, we need to renunciate Rajasic and Tamasic qualities so that we have Satvika only. That also, out of practice, we can make it Shuddha Satvika, pure Satvika. So material mode, namely the mode of passion and the mode of ignorance. What I told you, it's mentioned here. Mode of passion and mode of ignorance. Rajasic and Tamasic, that we should renunciate. The result is exhibited by the signs of being freed by Kama, lust, and Lobha, covetousness. When you have lust, it is passion. When you have Lobha, means it is a greediness. That is Tamasi. So, that is to say, one must be free from the desires of sense satisfaction and avarice for sense gratification. See, you have crores of desires. It's not wrong. You have crores of desires, but it is whether it is fulfilled or unfulfilled. You be happy. You think that, oh, this is only my, I should be happy with this, only whatever I got it. My karma permits me only to this extent. So you do a lot of karma, but whatever results you are getting, you leave it to the God. He will decide whether to give it or not, or he might give it in the next birth, or after some years, like that. So the balanced mode of nature is goodness, that is Satvika. Satvika is the goodness nature. And to be completely free from all material things is to become free from the mode of goodness also. That means once you have goodness quality, again that one I told you, you should become Shuddha Satvika, pure goodness. Pure goodness, for that you need to practice. Go on practice and you live happily with whatever you are having, possessing. Whether God is blessing you with your desires or not. We should not have any desires. While having everything in the material world, what we need clothes, we need food, we need water, we need air. If they are provided for our living, to be happy with that one. See the trees. Trees, they are very happy. They are also living beings. They are immovable living beings. They stay at one place, but they grow. Either they creep towards this thing or they grow standing way, vertically. So what happens when you go under the tree and pluck the vegetables or fruit or leaves? It will never say, this is mine, don't take. It will never say. You can pluck everything. You can cut the stems and make the furniture or either use it as firewood. It will never say no. But otherwise, it gives you pure oxygen, free from all polluted this thing. It gives pure oxygen, and it takes your polluted carbon dioxide. Even carbon what leaving out is also nowadays is polluted. That is also the tree is taking. So, and it is giving you shelter for the rain, sun and cold. It is giving shelter. It does not have any desire. Our life should be like a tree. Our life should be like a tree, like that. So that is the Shuddha Satvika state. The balanced mode of nature is goodness, and to be completely free from all material, to become free from the mode of goodness also. To serve the audience of God in a lonely forest is considered to be the mode of goodness. But in this Kali Yuga time, it is not possible. You go and do penance in the forest. Somebody immediately villages come, he is some stranger, he has come to loot us, they will beat us. Or some thieves will come and try to kill us or do some harm. Or police fellows, they will come and take and put it to innocent crime. They want innocent persons to accept the crime. Real criminals, they are outside. They need to accept their crimes and become an innocent criminal. Like that they make us innocent. So you can't do penance also. In the present Kali Yuga, the tapas is, you stay here only. You can stay here, the tapas is, you be honest. Ahimsa, you should not harm any living creature. You should help others. You should have sympathy. All these good qualities itself is tapas in the Kali Yuga. It is mentioned in Mahabharata. Just in the previous class I told, again that is continuing to present today evening Mahabharata class also. So, the best method is that one should live at a place where the transcendental form of Lord is worshipped. That means you can stay here. If it is all the brahmacharis, they are doing the same thing. They are staying in the temple, they are doing only the rituals, that what they are known as rituals, but they are always remembering God, they are seeing the God, they are doing that one. Or otherwise, even at home also. At home also, in a temple, you can stay there. But again in Kali Yuga, if you stay at home, these brahmacharis in the temple, they have clothing free, food free, everything free, but they are doing the service of the God. Like that, they are getting everything free. But when we stay at home, again, it is not possible. You might be able to concentrate for a couple of hours or 3-4 hours, but again, you need to work. Until unless you have inherited property, crores, not a lakh or to inherit property, crores, you can't at home simply sitting idle. And again, sitting idle also will not help you, because sitting idle, body pain will start paining. You need some exercise. Just when you sit, you will have a lot of food. The digestion has to take place. So much problems will be there. So if you are at home, in present time, even that is not convenient, but it is suggested until unless you have crores of rupees. But again, crores of rupees, I know people who are high proud of this, but they just waste their time. They wake up 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they sleep late time in the 2 o'clock in the night, but in between what they do is have all prohibited food, other drinks, other things. There are people I've seen, still I'm seeing them. So that is not the correct way again. So the best method is that one should live at the place where the transcendental form Lord is worshipped. The temple of the Lord is transcendental place. Whereas the forest is a materially good habitation. A neophyte devotee is always recommended to worship the deity of Lord, Archana, rather than go into the forest. If you go into the forest, 100% will not be able to do that penance what previously sages used to do. So, neophyte devotee, that means a true devotee who is started and is in the regular devotion, he can stay at the temple and do the rituals in the form of Archana, what priests are doing. They are all neophyte devotees. So, devotional service begins from the process of Archana, which is better than going out in the forest. Like staying in the temple and doing Archana for a beginner, that is a better place. That means he should not have any responsibility of parents or children or wife or husband. That should not be there. Until total brahmachari cannot come and stay here. If he is having about all that family problems, he has been doing while Archana, he will not think about the Lord. He will be thinking, how are my parents, what is my spouse doing? They will be thinking about that one. Again, that is wrong. Only brahmacharis, spinsters, they can stay at home. Because here in the temple, ladies are not allowed to stay, that is different. But only men can stay here doing that one. So again, they should not have any thinking about their families. They should completely renunciate. And while here working here, again, what is that they are doing? They are not renunciated. Their responsibility has increased. Because they will be doing all this archana, everything for the purpose of the devotees. Devotees are, more number of devotees will be coming, more of devotional services will be there. They will be doing for the prosperity of the society, the country, city like that. So their responsibility increases. In his present for the Narada in his previous incarnation, in his present life, which is completely free from all material hanging. So now, as a Narada Muni, all those material things are not there. Excepting for chanting Narayana mantra, it does not do anything. He will be holding that tamburi, he will be doing that, practicing on tamburi and chanting Hare Krishna, Sankirta, whatever Kirtana is there, he will be doing that one. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Narayana Namaha, all those things. Narayana, excepting Narayana, there is nothing else. Again, there is no difference between Narayana, Vasudeva and Mahavishnu, all those things. See, Narayana means living beings, all living. It's not just human beings. Nara means all living beings. Ayana means dependent. You are dependent upon Krishna. So that is the reason he is called as Narayana. Vishnu, he is spread all over. He is spread all over, that is the reason he is known as Vishnu. He is also Antaryami, Paramatma. And Vasudeva, the original Golaka Krishna is known as Krishna himself as also Vasudeva. In Dwapara Yuga time, because he was son of Vasudeva, he became popular as Vasudeva, but Vasudeva is the original name in Golaka Vrindavana to Krishna. Why he is called Krishna? Because he is dark in color, dark black color. That is Shama. Dark color, that's the reason he is known as Krishna. Draupadi is also known as Krishna. Arjuna is also known as Krishna. Why Arjuna is Krishna means again, Arjuna is also Krishna's incarnation. Previously, many thousands of incarnations taken place. One of the incarnations is Narayana Rishi. Narayana Rishi. They meditate upon the Supreme Lord. They themselves are God, but they themselves meditate upon the Krishna Paramatma. So that other human beings, they will follow them. Like that they have done. What in Badrinath, the temple, what you find is Narana Rishi temple only. Same Nara. That Nara has become Arjuna in Dwapara Yuga and Narayana has become Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. Again, there is no difference between Dwapara Yuga Krishna and Golokundana Krishna, eternally present. Both are equal. In Ramavatara, he did not come with all powers. He left out some powers because he should not be declared as God for killing Ravana. Ravana had a boon that he can be killed only by a human being. So if he exhibits all his mystic powers, transcendental powers, Ravana cannot be killed. For that reason, he left all the powers there and came as a Purna Avatara. Whereas Golokunda Krishna has incarnated as Krishna during Dwapara Yuga as a Paripurna Avatara with all powers, all transcendental powers. And he exhibited right from childhood, showing his opening his mouth, showing all universes to Yashoda Mata, lifting Godavari on the little finger, showing Vishwarupa around the Govardhanagiri, and also Vishwarupa to Dhritarashtra, Arjuna, all those things. Like that he has shown everything. So, see, Narayana does not go into the forest, although he can turn every place into Vaikuntha by his presence only. Wherever he is staying, he will make it as a Vaikuntha because he is standing only Narayana. So he need not go to any temple and is free from all hankerings. Even present day also, we are all attracted to so many things. But Narada Muni, we can't see through these eyes, but he is present. Vyasa Bhagavan, Narada Muni, Hanuman, all these people are there. We can't see. Wherever Ramayana presentation is going on, discourse is going on, Valmiki Maharshi will be there. Where Bhagavatam and Mahabharata is taking place, Puranas are taking place, Vyasa Maharshi is there. We can't see. That is the reason, whatever is there in the scripture, I am only narrating that one without any mixing. Otherwise, there are so many other, these are following Prabhupada's and Chaitanya Prabhu's Bhagavatam. That is the reason it is pure, as given by Dasadeva. So, wherever this discourse is going on, Vyasa Bhagavan will be present. We need a divine vision for that. See, Narada Muni does not go to any forest, although he can turn every place into Vaikuntha by his presence only. He travels from one planet to another to convert men, gods, kinnaras, gandharvas, rishis, munis and all others to become. We need to go back to Godhead. Why I am doing speaking of Bhagavatam? Just only to make you a true devotee of God. True devotee. I am not, by making you a devotee, I am not getting anything, I am not benefited anything. You are becoming a devotee of God so that you will go back to Godhead. Why we need to go back to Godhead is we had many births earlier, many lakhs of births like animals, birds, insects like that. And in this present, this incarnation has given us the human form. In this human form we have intelligence. Using the intelligence, we need to go back to our own home. Present home is the least home. It is there only till we live in this body. Once this soul goes away from this body is put into a garbage like in form of cremation or burying. Otherwise, our Atma will go to some other, take some other birth. Provided we are the devotees of God, if we are blessed with moksha, we will be going back there and will never have any birth again. That is the moksha, liberation, salvation. So we are trying to for that one. This preaching of Bhagavatam, Mahabharata is only meant for others to achieve this thing. By helping you people, even I might be blessed with moksha by the God. I should not have the desire. Just I should be doing my service. It is up to Krishna. If he blesses me some other birth for he doing his service, I am prepared to do that. Well, when he send me to hell, okay. But it is devotional service. As a devotional service, send me to hell also. I will go and I will do the service of Madharma Raja. No problem. But it is up to him. It is only upon his blessings we get moksha. We desire moksha, it's not we get moksha. His desire, his blessing should be there. So, Narada Maharshi is going all over the units, planets, universe only to educate everybody and make everyone as devotees of Krishna. By his activities, He has engaged many devotees like Prahlada Maharaja, Dhruva Maharaja. On the earth also, he has initiated Prahlada Maharaja in the womb of the Ravana's wife, Hiranyakashipu's wife. That is Tayatu. Tayatu is her name, Prahlada's mother's name. In Tayatu, when Prahlada was in the womb, he has initiated him with Ashtakshi Mahamantra, that is Om Namo Narayanaya. And throughout life he chanted that mantra. He ruled the world. He ruled the world for 60,000 years. Later he got salvation, Prahlada Maharaja. Dhruva also, he was given the Mahamantra of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That he chanted made penance for 6 months. 6 months, and he appeared before him. He blessed him the kingdom, to rule over the kingdom for the same 60,000 years. Later he became the Adhipati of Dhruva star. There is one, out of the millions of stars you see, one bright star will be there. That bright star is Dhruva star. That Dhruva star is granted to him. He is the Chakravarti of that Dhruva planet. Like that. And he never did anything. So Narada Muni makes everybody as devotees, even like Prahlada Maharaja and Dhruva Maharaja, and many others in the transcendental service of Lord. Devotee of the Lord therefore follows in the footsteps of the great devotees like Narada and Prahlada, and engages his whole time in glorifying the Lord by the process of Kirtana. Such a preaching process is transcendental to all material qualities. There are many fake swamis. They also do preaching. But in their preaching, again this original form of Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Ramayana, they are not following that one. They have changed many events. In all the, wherever those events are coming, I am clearly narrating in the Mahabharata and Ramayana classes. If it is possible, you please participate in that also in the evening on Tuesday, Wednesday, Mahabharata, and Thursday is the evening Ramayana. That will be in Hindi. There I am telling each and every event in detail. Otherwise, you can see the videos on the YouTube channel, so all are there. So the other people, what they are doing is, they made it as a business for the purpose of making money. They have changed all the events to attract the people. To attract the people, they have changed it and they are doing it. That is wrong. That we need not follow. Even whatever is shown on TVs in Disney Hotstar or B.R. Chopra, Ramayana, they are all wrong. So B.R. Chopra and Ramayana, at least 30% is correct. Whereas Disney Hotstar is 100% wrong. So we need to follow an authorized, absolute authorities, scriptures. Like this, we are doing here in this temple. Whatever preaching we do, nobody takes any money. If you want, you can give charity or put it in undi like that. But nobody does it for preaching purpose. That everything, whatever you do, it's only for the temple development. So, whereas other people, they do for as a business. Business is wrong. So, such is a preaching process in transcendent to all material qualities. We shall discuss for now. Today evening we have Mahabharata. Virata Parva is going on. Kichaka will be killed by Bhima today. That event is there. So, you can see if it is possible you participate. Otherwise, you can see in the YouTube channel also. Now we shall chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 times and discuss for now. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 only please, 10 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे स्वस्ति प्रव्यवन्त्यां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोवशुवस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो कायेन मनसेन्द्रिया बुद्ध्यात्मते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् परस्मै नारायणात् समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायण समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु मंगलम 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 नित्य मंगलम जय श्री राधानाथ की जय श्री जनपद सुधमाय की जय श्री नसी जय श्री महाराज की जय श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय श्री पंचतत्व की जय श्री मध्व ग्रंथ की जय श्री हरे समानंद की जय प्रभुपाद की हरे कृष्ण।